Hello children, today we are going to start with class 6 mathematics chapter number 13, that is symmetry. Symmetry in bracket it is reflection. So, at first we will come to the introduction portion. Children, all of we are aware that when we look into a mirror, the image that we see behind the mirror is due to reflection in the mirror. So, this all of us know. That means, when we look into a mirror, we see ourselves. That means, image of ours behind the mirror, and that image that we see, that picture that we see of ourselves, that is due to reflection in the mirror. So, an image in the mirror is as far behind the mirror as the object is in front. Now, it means the distance between you and the mirror is equal to the distance between your image and that of the mirror. So, that is why when you go towards the mirror, the image also moves towards the mirror, and when we move away from the mirror, the image also moves back. So, from that, what we have learned is the formation of the image takes place due to reflection in the mirror. So, the second topic, it is reflection line. So, let us try to understand this, what reflection line is. So, from the figure you can see this A, you consider it as object. This is the mirror, the line of the mirror, which is called as mirror line, and this A dash, it is the image of this A. So, it will look same, image of A will be like A only. So, just to differentiate that this is the image, we have put a line here on top. So, this is image of A and this is M, which is mirror line. So, if A is the image of A, that means if this A is the image of A upon reflection. Now, how this formation of image has taken place? It has taken place due to reflection in the mirror, that is M. Then line M, so this line M will be perpendicular bisector of the line that we draw between the image and the object. So, when we draw a line between the image and object and draw a perpendicular line to it, it becomes a perpendicular bisector of this reflection line. The line M is called the mirror line. This line will be called as mirror line or the reflection line. This line is also called as line of symmetry. This line is also called as the line of symmetry. That means a reflection in a line produce a mirror image. So, a reflection in a line produce a mirror image. The image is the same size, but it is a reflection of the original shape. That means the size of the image is same as that of the object. Only the difference is it is due to reflection. Then we will come to the line of symmetry. What does it mean? A figure has line of symmetry or reflection symmetry if it can be reflected across a line so that the image coincide with the object. That means the meaning is if we can reflect a line so that the image coincide with the object, then that line will be called as the line of symmetry. The line of symmetry, which is also called as axis of symmetry, divides the figure into two equal halves or identical halves. Now, a figure can have 1, 2, 3 or more line of symmetry, or sometimes no line of symmetry at all. Now, here you see, just for example, this is a figure. Now, I can divide this figure into two identical halves in two different way. vertically and horizontally. That means this figure has two line of symmetry, that is vertical line of symmetry and horizontal line of symmetry. But this figure I can divide it into two identical parts only, not more than two, by drawing a line of symmetry. So that means here there is only one line of symmetry which is dividing this figure into two identical parts. So continuing with this, next is symmetry in alphabets. The alphabets that we write, there also we find some symmetry. So there are some points that you have to remember, like letter C and D, A, B, C, capital C, okay. When we say letter C and D, capital letter C and D have horizontal line of symmetry. So you can just imagine C and D, how we can write? It is C, it is D. Now in how many ways we can divide these alphabets into two identical halves? So there is only one way, that is horizontally. So C and D have horizontal line of symmetry, that is the meaning. Similar way, letters A, V, M have vertical line of symmetry. Now you can think yourself, letter H has both line of symmetry. Both line means vertical as well as horizontal. Letter O has infinite line of symmetry. Now O, how it is? Circular. So circular means from any direction we can get two identical halves of O. So that's why it has infinite line of symmetry. In the same way, we can find out the symmetry of plane figures, then symmetry of nature or the natural things, symmetry of road signs, symmetry of rangoli patterns. Now plane figures include equilateral triangle, square, rectangle, isosceles triangle, rhombus, circle and hexagon. So with this I am ending up with this chapter. Children, stay safe and keep learning. Thank you so much.